Hi, welcome to the crash course in advertising results. If you watch my introduction video, the Hall of Fame video, you know that I'm a seminar guy and an author. I've traveled the world doing seminars. In fact, there I am in Janesville, Wisconsin, of all places, talking to about 180 advertisers in a ballroom of a hotel. And I'm talking to them about these ideas, how to develop better local advertising strategies. I'm calling this a crash course in advertising results because I want you to have this information that I give to these retailers to give to your own clients, because I'm not going to be in town to do a seminar for your advertisers. You're going to have to put on a little clinic for them, build your credibility, and share insights with them on how to make their ads better, and immediately differentiate yourself from most of the people that are selling advertising in your market. So this will help you become successful sooner. There I am up close and personal at that same session. Now, you've downloaded the chart from the lesson above, I hope. The chart is the relationship analyzer. It looks at what kind of a relationship you're having, or what's the quality of the meeting you're having with the advertiser. And even though you may be brand new to the business, you can start at level 2. You can go in there, with the idea of being a service and solving a problem. That's the approach and involvement piece. You can also become a true source of industry information and business intelligence and be a resource. You can have level 3 moments, even if you're a rookie, because you know things, because you've been in this course, that other people don't know. You could say things to advertisers that other reps aren't saying to them. You can teach them things that they don't know, and all of a sudden you build credibility very quickly. Jeff Thal is the author of Exceptional Selling. Interesting guy, a very good sales thinker, all over YouTube if you want to find him. But in his book, Exceptional Selling, he describes the evolution of salespeople and selling. And in era 1, the era was Persuade. And I got into sales in 1972. And one of the big sales trainers back then and a little earlier was J. Douglas Edwards. This is a 33 1/3 record that J. Douglas Edwards had. And my boss played it to us in a sales meeting. And he's saying to this group of life insurance salesmen, they were all men, not salespeople, salesmen. He said, "Gentlemen, when you ask a closing question, shut up. Because gentlemen, when you ask a closing question, the next person who talks loses." And that was the era of Persuade. It was manipulation, high pressure. If I made the sale, I win. And you're the client, you bought something, you lose. And it was a tough way to live. Fortunately, Larry Wilson came along, and era 2 became to solve problems. This is Larry Wilson. He did a course called Counselor Selling, a book called Counselor Selling. He basically invented consultative selling, where you involve the customer in the solution of their own problems by asking them questions and learning what their needs are and getting them to voice possible solutions and what they could do. So it's almost like psychotherapy. But con means with, and sultari means to think. So a consultative salesperson is someone who thinks with another person to help them arrive at a solution to their problems. You do it together. Don Beveridge, one of my early influences, he'd figured it out pretty early, because he used to tell his audiences, this is what you say to a client: "I will not ask for your business until I can offer you a plan to improve it." So that's kind of a nice way to approach a client. You don't have to say, "I'm not here to sell you anything." You say, "Look, I believe that selling is earning the right to make a recommendation. And I'm not going to ask for your business till I can offer you a plan to improve it, or a recommendation to help you improve what you're doing." So the way I work is to find out what you're trying to accomplish and then come up with ideas that support those objectives. So this is, people buy the way you sell before they buy what you sell. And you have to have a way to get in. So Jeff Thal's era 3 has become a source of business advantage. The fact that you called on someone and you shared an insight, you shared a piece of research, you shared an idea with them, benefited them. Whether they buy from you or not that day, your presence benefited them. They're better off because you came in to see them. And that's the attitude you have to have. Is somebody better off because I made that call? I went in to see somebody. So the local advertiser's dilemma is this. 80% of the time, sales reps are talking about where to advertise. And they're talking about their station, their cluster, their medium. And they're saying things like, we're number one with women, cable, don't buy TV. Cable's fragmented TV audiences. They're gossiping about that station's for sale again. They're talking about the package of the week. They're saying, buy my station, just buy my station. They're level one. You spend 80% of the time talking about level one stuff. Think about the chart. 20% of the time talking about why to advertise, how to advertise, what to say. 20% or less. How do I know this? Well, I was a rep in Madison, Wisconsin, but my biggest client hired me to be his marketing director. American TV and Furniture, and we were growing from $8 million to $80 million over a few years. And I was being called on by 162 media reps. And so over 3 years, I saw the very best, the very worst. And I can tell you that when people come in at level one, the meetings are boring and mind-numbing. So what do you do about that? Your success strategy is just to switch it around. 80% of the time, you talk about why to advertise, how to advertise, what to say when you advertise. And 20% of the time, you talk about where to advertise. And so in this course, you're going to get 9 concepts you can share with your clients. Things that I share in that seminar you saw the picture of. 7 advertising truths. You're going to get advertising formulas. You're going to get the why advertise checklist to help identify what the advertiser really needs to do. I'm going to introduce you to 4 masters of advertising, and you need to bring those ideas into your meetings. And then I'll share the 4 local advertising mistakes, and you can help your advertisers avoid those mistakes and point out to them when they're making those mistakes and how they're hurting their success. So I'm going to end this first segment, part 1, with this idea. The harder I work to sell my advertisers products and services, the easier it will be to sell them radio advertising. So if you're focused on helping them make sales, making your sales going to be a whole lot easier. That's all for this lesson. You can run the next one right now, or we can talk tomorrow. Thanks.